Y nos dirigimos más allá de las puertas a ver qué nos espera. Una pantalla de carga inmediatamente después. Genial. Ah, ¿qué pasa acá?
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
No seas ingenuo, viejo. Te estás
This
soltando.
town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
Eh. El atrevimiento de los bandidos. Van a pagar por eso.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
Seguida vamos.
Why
Déjame.
would bandits come here to Two Rivers?
¿Quién está hablando? Un fantasma. Arriba de los árboles. Estoy escuchando voces. Dame una monedita más. ¿Qué le hicieron a ese pobre hombre? ¿Ustedes lo conocían? ¿Buen vecino? Todo en orden por aquí. Acá. Vos tenés un arma, ¿por qué no estás peleando?
Bandits, huh? I see a lot of them. I better let someone else have some fun for a change. Can't abandon the gate. You never know if they're gonna sneak around.
Cobarde, prepara tus armas.
My weapons? Yes. I don't know how to use them. I just do this so I don't have to work the fields.
Cobarde.
Guarding the gate looked easy. I never thought bandits would actually come.
Cobarde.
Please don't let them get me. Don't let them.
Debería meterte yo misma, ahora mismo.
This building is Gujin's place.
Así
As soon as we
que-
can, we should see him to arm ourselves.
Oh, tenés muchas cosas interesantes, viejo. Oh. El orgullo, la perfección y los logros de un individuo se representan de muchas formas. Una de ellas es la mente y su mejora, otra los méritos cívicos y la gloria obtenido para el imperio. El desarrollo del espíritu y las energías interiores constituye también una de estas formas. La última consiste en el desarrollo del cuerpo, una disciplina por la que el practicante se impone su voluntad a sí mismo y de ese modo al universo. Un adecuado equilibrio entre la mente y el espíritu contribuye al desarrollo del cuerpo. Utilizando su cuerpo, el artista marcial logra trascender y obtener fuerza con la que superar todos los obstáculos, tanto físicos como espirituales. Legado del maestro Lee. ¿Y eso qué significa? Ok. ¿En qué idioma estás hablando, viejo?
Hello, Weapon Master Gujin. Good day to you.
Gushi, no me hagas perder el tiempo hablando en Tofan.
If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here?
No tengo tiempo que perder. ¿Tienes algo para mí?
In something of a foul mood, are we? Nothing you can do to cheer her up, Dawnstar?
Not right now, Gujin. There's already bandits here in Two Rivers.
No ves esa cara de horror. ¿Y esos
Already?
ojos?
I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Lee as just a babe. I came
Viejo,
not long after, and
bandidos,
I've been holding
dos
on to a
ríos,
weapon
palabras
ever
clave.
since.
Déjate de anécdotas.
Well, two, actually. But you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Lee wants you to stay focused on your first weapon.
¿Tienen algo especial estas armas?
Anything? Everything. I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of 2 legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star.
No necesito armas legendarias, mis habilidades son legendarias, viejo inútil. ¿Y no le podrías dar a Estrella del Alba el arma que yo no escoja?
I'm afraid not. She would not be able to handle one of these weapons quite yet. I'll explain why in a moment, but suffice it to say that very few people have your aptitude for maintaining focus in battle. In time, Dawnstar will be able to handle a weapon like this, but don't discount the blade I gave her. Master Li wanted her to have the keenest steel I could find.
Oh. Háblame de la espada larga, elegida de la fortuna.
They say this blade was created in the forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for his son, this blade eventually found its way into the hands of men. How your master found it, I cannot say, but this ancient longsword is yours if you wish it.
Sos un conversador neto, viejo, pero no hay tiempo para estupideces.
Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with.
¿Algo más?
One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon. And the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time.
Sí, ya me he cansado de hablar con usted. A menos que tengas algo más para mí, he terminado aquí.
The only thing left for you to learn is respect for others. You can never tell who might be an easily offended master of a style you don't know how to counter.
Viejo sensible. No, otra vez vos.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Es la segunda vez.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town.
¿Cuántos?
I don't know, but their ship is large. There could be many of them. You have to help, senior student.
¿Hasta dónde han llegado?
They're making their way toward the town now. The few men in the militia weren't able to stop them.
¿El maestro Li sabe que están aquí?
Master Li hasn't returned yet with Kia Min. I'm sure he will be back before long, but we must depend on you until he returns.
Ven conmigo, vamos a enseñarle una lección a esos cerdos.
If you think that is wise, I will come and do what I can.
Es muy sabio.
I'm sorry, my friend,
¿Eh?
but Student CPAT isn't ready to face real combat. He's only
No
just
me
arrived. He has
contradigas.
a big heart, but that is not enough for bandits. Go to the school. Seal the
Maldita
gates.
seas.
We will deal with this.
Yes, Dawnstar, I'll go now. Those gates will stay closed on my watch. You can count on it.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure.
Se teletransportó.
Leaping tiger.
Ah,
Long
ahora sí.
sword.
Qué molesto que es este mapa. Hay más acá abajo. No, no, no.
Long sword.
Hold your tongue, old man.
We have to help. Be careful.
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
¿Qué le pasaba a la cara
I
ese?
can hear fighting to the east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach.
Thank the heavens you came down here. They're
Heavenly
animals.
wave. Your technique.
No.
Leaping tiger.
Ups. Ríndanse, no tienen oportunidades. Uf. $200 de plata. ¿Y queda alguno más? Por allá, supongo. Guardando, no cierres. Deja de guardarlo. Tengo que desactivar el autoguardado, es muy molesto.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
No sé si las artes marciales son efectivas contra cañones. Uy. Sos muy lento.
Cannon fire. Look out.
Ya, deja que va.
You will fall.
Pelear. Estos controles. Pan comido. Ay, más.
Death will be your release. Long sword.
Oh, Ah, sabes la misma técnica que yo. Fuiste a la escuela de...
Long sword.
De perdón. No, no quiero esa. Eso. Vamos, Garbo.
You lack grip.
Ahora sí subí de nivel.
Are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Puedes sumoñar fantasmitas. No te voy a hacer nada. Ah, se teletransporta también. Tiene de todo este muchacho.
Impressive.
Y tiene manos de
Clearly, I have been
cangrejo.
too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder, Whatever you are hiding, I will have it.
El maestro Sun Hai al ataque. O Sun Li se llamaba, ¿cómo?
I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
Adiós, barquito.
You!
Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
Oh. ¿Por qué no me enseñaste eso, viejo?
It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended.
¿Cómo hago para cambiar de
Don't start to
objetivo
explain the nature
mientras
of such
peleo?
creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready.
Tengo muchas preguntas. ¿Por qué te interpusiste? Podía haber luchado con él.
You would have fought, and you would have died. You are not ready, but you soon will be. There is no choice left to us. I will explain at the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
Cuando tenga suficiente punto de experiencia para subir nivel, aparecerá un icono en una flecha amarilla en el... Ah, ya puedo subir. Ahora sí. Ok. Esa pantalla de vídeo... Cuerpo. Bebé. Y otro de esto. Sí. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Qué es esto? Proceder. Vamos a subir esto. Pepe. Pum. Pam. Pim. Pam. Pum. Ok. No me queda. Pim. Hecho.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily.
Sí.
This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose.
Jutsu espiritual.
So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know.
Estrella del
So
Alba.
much is
Tengo una
worrying.
pregunta. ¿Sabes cómo hacer para bloquear enemigos y cambiarlos en medio del combate? Porque sería muy útil saber hacer eso. De otra forma, el combate en este juego va a ser muy inepto y muy incómodo. ¿Quieres hablar del ataque?
I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else.
Los ojitos se te van a salir de las cuencas si seguís preocupándote tanto, mujer. Tu nombre no es muy normal. ¿Es alguna especie de título?
Names or titles are often given based on significant events or particular skills. I was apparently named for a red glow opposite the morning sun on the day of my birth.
Ah, para que preguntes.
I have no other information than that. I remember moving around a lot, and for some reason the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why.
Porque eras parte del credo de asesino de
I'm sure
ellos.
it's nothing.
¡Sos una
Just the
traidora!
memories of childhood playing tricks. With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere.
No importa cómo te afecte esto, tengo preguntas más importantes.
I see. Very well. I will not trouble you with this. What else do you want?
¿Cómo ayudaste al maestro Lee a descubrir cosas sobre los muertos sin descanso?
I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating chi has not come as naturally to me
Ya me
as it
dijiste
has
esto.
to you. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Lee was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night.
Sí, podemos hablar de eso. ¿Quién es la gente interesante de esta aldea?
Well, we've already visited Gu Jin, who used to be a guard in the west, they say. Old Ming always has a story, and he's usually by the statue on the beach. Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been expecting new goods any day now, for weeks.
¿Trabajas para él? ¿Qué fue esa
For training
frase
or learning the
eslogan?
philosophy behind martial combat, go see Smiling Mountain. He is behind the ring, near the student quarters. He's always amusing.
Nada más.
Then we should return to Master Lee so he can talk to you about this attack.
Yeah. Bleh. Una cueva. Ok, necesito aprender cómo hacer para bloquear enemigos porque de verdad esto va a ser un problema, si no. A ver.
I'm so glad you and Master Lee arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help. Did he make it?
Vivo e inútil, comete FC3.
Perhaps we lacked the skill of you and your master, but we tried our best. Thank you for your effort, even if your manner is rude. Hopefully Master Lee can shed some light on what led to this. A sorcerer in our little village? What is wrong with the world?
Muchas cosas. ¿Qué estás haciendo mirando? No hablo tu puto idioma. Bueno, creo que sí.
Nararo na pirapirni niktakatashi. Unikasurier kwana no koni uknawata ir niknipier.
Ay, Dios, perdón. Uf, me salía el personaje un momento. Viejo chivo. Lárgate, hija de molestarme, viejo chivo.
You should show proper respect. Ming is an honored man in this village.
Ay, es el tono adecuado para dirigirse a viejos seniles. Viejo chivo. Maldito seas. ¿Qué piensas sobre Dos Ríos? ¿Y cómo es que superaste el insulto anterior? ¿Estamos hablando amistosamente ahora? Ok, estoy confundido. ¿Quiénes son los ciudadanos importantes? Probablemente vos no. Dime lo que opinas. ¿Qué sabes del maestro Lee? ¿Cómo acabó aquí el maestro Lee?
Nararo na pirapirni niktakatashi. Ikir niktine piru wo iferek uksun puno.
Saada qua ir ni garwa fan.
Bueno, es un lindo destino turístico, la verdad que sí. ¿Quién era el jefe antes de que llegara el maestro Lee?
Nararo, na pirapir ni takatashi. Ko nirpuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo.
Volvamos a mis anteriores preguntas.
Ko nirpuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo.
Háblame del emperador.
Wo anania everywhere uk sonaruk noga uk snapir. Ko nikasurir kwana no koni uk nawata ir nik nipier.
Ya me cansé.
O no yuyo wa kitsuo so iroka wa shusi.
No me digas qué hacer, viejo. Tengo una espada legendaria. ¿Digo qué?
Oh, you. You're a friend of Dawnstar, right? I'm looking for her.
Habla. Acá está. Ay. Los dejo hablar tranquilas. Vamos.
Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Las trencitas se te están saliendo del lugar.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts.
Y lo estabas haciendo.
Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child.
No debiste. Inepta. Deberías haber cobrado por el servicio prestado. Dale un valor. Dale un valor y lo que maldita flechita.
Sometimes I wonder. People can be so shallow. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right.
Sí, sí.
Master Lee will be waiting.
Viejo chivo. Ay, Dios.
It's a good thing we have Master Lee here.
Vos sos nuevo, no te había visto antes.
Don't forget his senior student. They say she's the one who...
Fendo.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Lee. They were fools to even come here.
Altas cejas.
The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Well, that's another opportunity lost. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks.
Eso en Argentina pasa todos los días. Hablemos de lo que puedes hacer tú por mí.
Happily. We don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent.
Háblame de ti.
Well, there isn't much to tell. I'm just a simple merchant trying to ply his trade in a town that resists spending money. One day the gods will recognize my suffering and elevate me to their ranks.
Volvamos a mis anteriores preguntas.
If you wish, what do you want to know?
¿Cómo es que tienes esas cejas? Me gustaría preguntarte un par de cosas acerca de la historia del Imperio de Jade.
I've never set my eyes beyond the horizon you can see from here. There must be someone else you could ask.
¿Qué sabes del mundo de los espíritus?
I send my thanks to the spirit for successful journeys just like everyone else. I don't have any special insight.
¿Y qué es ese amuleto
Why not
gigante que
ask
tenés
your
ahí?
friend there? Dawn Star knows more about the spirit realm than anyone, it seems. She's been a great help from time to time.
I do what I can to help, good merchant. That's all any of us can do.
Háblame de la larga sequía.
I grew up during the worst of it, but I don't remember much. Just the joy when the Emperor put an end to it.
Oh, salve el
Two
emperador.
Rivers was almost deserted by that time, but Master Li arrived soon after, and we've had peace ever since.
Ajá. ¿Cómo se terminó la sequía?
I don't know. That's why the Emperor is the Emperor, and I'm content to be here. I don't need to worry about it.
¿Tienes alguna misión secundaria para mí?
If you wish, what do you want to know?
¿Qué vendes?
I have nothing at the moment. I can't keep my stock up. People are scared to travel, which prevents goods from getting here. I must apologize.
¿Qué clase de mercader sos?
I do what I can, but the ghosts and bandits limit travel. They viciously force many caravans to turn back. To hear some of the caravan masters talk, there are problems of this type all over the Empire. I will be sure to let you know as soon as anything comes to town.
Más vale que lo hagas. Adiós.
Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
Maldito se van. ¿Y tú qué? ¿Y tú qué? Más bandidos. Esto va a durar poco.
Hey, boys, look who it is.
Is that the one gal the Lesser's always going on about?
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place when great men like Gao are around.
¿Ah? No hay una de machacar un atajo de borrachos.
We're twice the men you are, drunk or sober.
This isn't a man.
Shut up! Teach this whelp a lesson in manners.
Leaping tiger.
Vos te la buscaste.
Your technique is flawed.
No me convencen mis habilidades de combate. De momento... No puedo bloquear enemigos. Es un problema. ¡Ta madre! Como mierda. Vamos, pantalla de carga, explícame algo. Y me lo guarda cada vez que llego a un lugarcito nuevo.
I knew you would not let those bandits overrun the village. I hope I equal your skill someday.
Adiós.
Master Li was looking to speak with you, wasn't he? After he left me here, he went back...
Sí. Hay que meditar. Uf. Bueno, a ver. Vamos a hablar con Lee. ¿O con quién? Ah, no, con el otro, con el gordo me dijo que fuera. Jing Wang.
Glad to see you're still well. By most reports, you faced down many of those bandits yourself. Impressive, senior student.
Para nada. Ojalá el maestro Lee me hubiera dejado enfrentarme a su líder.
Now you're sounding ever so slightly like Gao. To hear Gao's side, he pushed back the bandits. But I know you dealt with the greater share of them. Of course, it was best that our master was there to deal with that sorcerer. The stories about their confrontation spread quicker than a plains fire.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack.
Y no se equivocan.
It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize.
Premio especial, ¿eh? ¿Te dijo que me podías conseguir esa recompensa?
Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once.
Maldita seas.
He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it.
Siempre.
If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound.
¿Puedo hacer algo para ayudarte con esa herida?
Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Li has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs.
¿Quién es el anciano Ming? ¿Crees que esa hierba te curará lo bastante deprisa como para que puedas volver a luchar?
I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think.
Recuerda, si crece por esta cámara que...
I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming.
¿Cuánto puede costar algo como eso?
I'm not sure, but if you had to buy it, I'd happily pay you back for the trouble you went through.
Obviamente.
This wound will heal in time regardless, but I wouldn't complain if it knitted faster. All the quicker to return to my training.
¿Dónde puedo encontrar al anciano?
When he's not hollering at students for making too much noise, he's usually down by the beach
Ah,
looking after the statue
el
of
viejo
Butler
chivo. Creo que ya sé bastante sobre esa hierba.
I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming.
Misión secundaria desbloqueada.
If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training.
Quiero tu premio. ¿Qué piensas del maestro?
Master Li cares deeply for all of us, despite his stern demeanor. Look how he came to my rescue when the bandit's spell left me wounded.
¿Sabes por qué podría estar alguien buscando al maestro?
I've heard a rumor that the man leading the bandits seemed to know Master Li, but I really couldn't say why. It's scary to think they came here with a purpose, though. Why don't you ask Master Li?
Volvamos.
I'll answer what I can.
Sabes mucho del resto del imperio.
I can only feed you answers that are common knowledge. Some of the other students might help you more.
Son todos ignorantes.
Wen is the most widely traveled here, and Lin hasn't been able to stop talking about ghosts, which is a nice change from her talking about everyone else. If you have questions about history or philosophy, I recommend avoiding us students. Learn about the past from those who were there.
Adiós.
Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
To hear Gao tell it, he single-handedly beat back the bandits. But I know you did the lion's share. Too bad I was stuck up here minding the younger students. It would have been great to see Master Li deal with that sorcerer. We so rarely see our master's true abilities in action. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example.
Tu cara es un poco
Certainly
poligonal.
won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
Sos la chismosa de acá. Careces de las habilidades y la disciplina necesarias para ser un líder.
There's no reason to behave like that.
Cállate.
This from Master Li's favorite. We can't all be blessed with such favor. Any of us could have been the best in the school if we had been Master Li's first student.
Te engañas. El tiempo no es excusa para la torpeza de tus ataques.
I don't need to take this. Your impending graduation has clearly gone to your head, and if you ask me, it can't come soon enough.
Cara poligonal. Vos, vamos a hablar.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good.
No sé. ¿Hay alumnos con los que entrenar?
Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. It is a shame about Kia Min. She holds the record for the most opponents defeated in my little training challenge. No one can challenge her record while she is injured. I have a little something tucked away for anyone who can best Kia Min's feat. That includes you, of course, but any attempt will have to wait until she is healed.
No hay problema, viejo. ¿Hay algún modo de curar a Kiamin?
Her wound was not mortal, but it was severe enough that I will not let her fight as she is. I suppose you could ask her if there's anything you could do to help.
Ya le pregunté muchas cosas. ¿Tendré la oportunidad de superar su récord?
You could match it, but with Kia Min injured, there aren't enough students free to beat it. You will have to wait until she is healed to challenge the record.
¿Y por qué tiene ella el récord?
I know you held it until recently, but Kia Min has a knack for group fights, and she set a new bar just yesterday. As I said, I have a special incentive for anyone who can beat her performance. But you will have to wait until she is healed before I have enough students.
Ya me lo dijiste 3 veces. Trataré de dar con el modo de curarle.
Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Bandidos. No. Bien. Uf. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Siguen acá ustedes. Mi amigo Wen.
Don't let me distract you from the people singing your praises for defeating the bandits.
Ya no quiero hablar
I should get
conmigo,
back to
Wen.
my studies so I can one day match your greatness.
Sí, Wen. Ole.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling her, you would have many promising students instead of one.
Vete a llorar a otro sitio. Simplemente soy mejor que tú.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If she is truly better than me, let her prove it. I challenge her.
Llámalo desafío si quieres, pero mi victoria será fácil.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobble before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready.
¿Puedes decirme algo sobre la estatua del león que hay en la otra sala?
An amusement left by the previous master of this school, meant to test the students with basic problem solving. I haven't bothered to have it removed. You are free to do as you wish with it. I think it still functions. There are figurines in the chest next to it that are part of the riddle it presents.
Te estoy ignorando, Gao.
Just don't let it interfere with more important tasks. I do not favor such unsophisticated diversions.
¿Qué estás escondiendo, viejo? Quiero preguntarte algo sobre la cueva y el líder de los bandidos.
I will explain what I can after we have dealt with Gao's interruption. I don't want to confuse matters. Trust that I am right.
Volveré cuando esté preparado.
Remember the basics. They will serve you well.
No me acuerdo ni cómo hacer para cubrirme. Mierda. ¿Cómo puede ser? A ver. No puedo practicar los movimientos acá. Capaz si me pongo a pelear contra los alumnos que me da voy a poder darme un poco más de idea de cómo usar los controles. Por ahora soy un desastre. Y después vamos a pelear con este pedazo de animal que se parece a Kiko versión oriental. Pero antes quiero ver esa estatuita que están hablando. ¿Qué pasa acá? Hay una estatua de un león detrás de un altar. Las inscripciones dicen que es un artefacto de entrenamiento diseñado por un antiguo maestro de la escuela. El león tiene una esfera de cristal en la zarpa. Aproximarse al altar, examinar los símbolos del león. El altar y la estatua sirven para ofrecer a los alumnos un ejemplo real de lecciones que aprenden en las aulas de forma abstracta. Hace mucho que no se utilizan. El altar es más austero que la estatua y ha sido reemplazado muchas veces después de intentos fallidos o arrebatados deliberados de los alumnos, pero también eso forma parte del ejercicio. Se hace mención a una gran recompensa en la senda más inquisitiva, pero probablemente fuera un elemento adicional de la prueba que utilizará el maestro que la creó. No recuerdas que el maestro Lee te haya hablado nunca de esta estatua. Cada maestro tiene sus propios métodos de enseñanza. Aproximarse al altar. El altar es más austero que la estatua y no parece ser permanente. Al aproximarte, algo se activa. La esfera que el león tiene en la zarpa empieza a brillar con una luz azulada. Ya. Hay una estatuita ya que era igual a esta. Capaz tiene algo que ver. Colocar una moneda en el recipiente. Ok. Y solamente me salió una moneda de plata. Y ahora si junto esas dos cosas, deberías darme algo. Verde, azul, no. Verde. Mierda. Oh, es un puzzle esto. Dame. Carajo. Sí. No. No. Ok. Estrella del alba. ¿Cómo funciona eso? Porque es un puzzle y no se me dan nada bien.